Give me just a second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second, if you would. Send things up. And welcome back, Awakenings. I am the expert master with the sass with one and only higher deployed seer son of a stroller, because I slept for 11 hours. Go to bed 2 hours early, 3 hours early, wake up, wake up 11 hours later. So last time we talked about Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon. We are going to be talking about Metal Ravers. Give me just a second, if you will. 1 second. Alright. Give me a second, if you will. Give me just a second. 1 second. Making sure things are good. Making sure all the things are good. Alright. Yeah, the Gate Guardian. So, the Gate Guardian was the unique, the secret rare. So, I remember Gate Guardian. Gate Guardian was, like, really hard to get out. But heaven help the opponent if you got this guy out. Oh, wait, no, never mind. This guy was actually just really hard to get out. Just because you had to have all 3 of those guys out on the field. Okay, never mind. So, Gate Guardian's stupidly hard to get out. But he has, like, stupid half-power defense for that time period. So, 3750, nobody back in the day could contend with Gate Guardian. If you got this card out, it was very difficult to fight this guy. I mean, it's still easy to kill if you have, like, you know, Dark Hole, Raigeki, Mania Bugs, stuff like that. Like, it's still easy to kill, so when you really think about it, even back then, despite how strong this guy was, it's still very easy to kill, so, like, honestly, it's not even, yeah, it's not even worth summoning this guy back then. Like, yeah, he's really strong, don't get me wrong, but he's also still as easy to kill as everyone else. So, he's not really even worth using. And now we get to some of the silly guys, like Feral Imp. Anyone remember Feral Imp? So, this is still the era of where you get, like, crap cards outright. Like, oh boy, 1300, 1400, Fiend. That does nothing. Saint Destruction, that was a liability. Yeah. But yeah, Feral Imp, it's an okay card back then. You could throw it in your Dark or Fiend deck, and it could work back then. But honestly, still, Element and, Hype depths were not a big thing back then, so, like, yeah, it takes a while for vanilla monsters to actually be useful. Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress #1. What is this guy called in Japanese? He is called Fortress Protecting Winged Dragon. But for some reason we call them Winged Dragon Guardian of the Fortress #1. Look at how goofy this... You know, I forgot how goofy some of these guys actually look. You look at this guy's like, this guy looks like he's from Super Mario RPG. Yeah, it's still just another alright card. It's still just another alright card. Even in a theme deck, you probably wouldn't even use this very much, but like, it's an alright card. For back then. You could use this with like Mountain and I don't remember what the dragon specific spell card was. But you could use that and that gives some oomph. I mean, you still have better... Do you have better dragons? I don't know if there's better dragons, I don't know if there's better dragons than him at this point. Ah, yes. Everyone's favorite guy that you could get early. Summon Skull. Oh, this card is always treated as an Archfiend card. That's new. That was never that way originally. Oh, because it's an Archfiend summoning. Okay. Okay. So, this guy, here's the funny thing. He's an ultra rare in this set. But the thing is, you can get him for like free in one of the starter decks, I think, right? Was it Yugi's or was it Kaiba's? I don't remember which one it was that you could get Summon Skull in. You only get one Summon Skull though, but like, it's easier just to get a starter deck than trying to fish for this ultra rare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's a one tribute. Probably is Yugi's. Like, he's a 2500 attack that you only need to tribute one monster for. Unlike Dark Magician when you have to tribute 2. Which is like, why is Dark Magician 2 and Summon Skull 1? I don't get it. I really don't get it. But yeah, this guy was the tribute monster back in the day. And honestly, I think Summon Skull remained the tribute monster for Fiends and Dark Decks for like a very long time. Because nobody else really came who summoned Skull's power. 2500 to have for one tribute? Like, that's really good. I can't really think of many 2500 Dark or Fiends back in the day. I think, there is one that's 2450, I think it's Hades. But that's not for a while. That's not for a long while. I don't remember where Haze comes in. Ah! Mouse, please. Yeah, where traps and spells weren't as big. Pretty much. Rock Ogre Grotto #1. Useless. Useless, useless, useless. You would never use this. You would use, the Stone Golem from the previous, set. If you need a, defense monster. I think Stone Golem was, a 4-star, right? He wasn't a 5-star, right? But yeah, like, useless. You would never use this guy. Ever. Ever. An Armored Lizard? Oh, actually, Armored Lizard is kinda decent. I mean, reptiles don't really have much going for them this early on. But it is Earth, and it is 1504 star. So it does have some viability in some, situations. Granted, you're probably still using, like, the Jinn and, other stuff. And there's better monsters in this set than, Armored Lizard. King Reps. I don't know where King Reps comes in. Killer Needle. It's a bug. Japanese, it's called Killer Bee. Kinda useless, honestly. Kinda useless because it has 1200 attack. It's a big bumblebee. By the way, if you're wondering what music's playing, it's Dr. Doom's theme from Marvel vs. Capcom 3. You know what? Give me a second. Here you go, hate. There. This is the theme of hate. Anyways, Larvae Moth. So, Larva Moth is needed for, Great Moth, I think it's called. But, like, keeping this guy alive is, like, a pain in the butt. Like, a massive pain in the butt. Good luck. And you need, you have to do this whole shenanigans for perfectly great Moth. And even then, like, again, back in the day, it was so easy to just kill stuff. Like, you have Trapple, you got Fisher, you got Manny or Bug. It's like, there's a lot of ways to just, you know, make these long, gambless summons worthless. And then you have the Harpy Lady. How many people remember the Harpy Lady? Anyone remember Harpy Lady? Wow, Harpy Lady. Back in the day, Harpy Lady just wasn't really worth using. Harpies are amazing now, really. It's actually kind of hilarious. Because, like, Harpy Lady was, like, never worth using back in the day. Like, ever. And if I recall, Harpy Lady's sisters, they're super rare. I think you have to, like, special summon them. Elegant Yugioh. I don't remember if Elegant Yugioh is in here. One of the best destructs, really. And, like, you know what? Back in the day, this also was not worth summoning. Also, the red-haired one's the best one. Fight me. Like, it's still not worth summoning the Harpy Lady's sister. Kochi. Is this the Cyclops? Oh. Right, it's this guy. It's a Viking guy. Again, 1500 4-star. Harpy Lady 1 was the best. Yes, he was. Long red hair? 1500 Earth 4-star warrior. He's okay. I like how he's called Demon Hunter in Japanese. But he's called Kochi for us. Give me a second. Again, this guy, he's just okay. He's just okay. Cocoon of Evolution. You can't see his stats? Was it being blocked off? I mean, it's right there. It's 1500, 1200. Like, it's kind of not worth really using. I feel like there we go. Was this a spell card? Oh! No! Okay, so Cocoon of Evolution actually does have use for defense. I actually did remember using this for defense, because 2000 defense is still pretty good. If you ran a defense deck with, like, Mystical Elf, Spirit of the Harp, and all of them, Aqua Maldor, you have a lot of 2000 defense. You're not going to be using it for offense, except if you do something silly. There is a spell card in this set that makes it really, really silly. Of course, you gotta hope that you do it, right. You gotta keep it alive for 5 turns. I don't know. I don't know, actually. It might just be anime only. Crawling Dragon. You. Oh, you. Right, you. Worthless. This guy's completely worthless. You're never gonna use this guy. You have to tribute to summon him, and it's only 1600? Nah. I think we'll pass on this guy. I think you need this guy for, no. He's not needed for, the big boy. Armored Zombie. I mean, 1500 free star. Duelist of Roses or Forbidden Memories. Yeah, I think he is. This guy, he's not super great, but I will say, in a couple sets coming up, I think he's actually going to be pretty decent. And the reason why is I will tell you the name of the spell of the card called Gravity Bind. What's it? No, not Gravity Bind. What's it? Gravity Bind? Gravity Bind was 4 or no, 1500 or more hack, right? Or was it 4-star or higher? I think Gravity Bind was 4-star or higher. That they get put in defense mode. So he can bypass that, 1500 zero defense. He's not going to be worth anything in defense, but like, in hack mode, he might be decent. Armored Warrior Zombie. The Mask of Darkness. Is this the one that lets you get trap cards back? Blink 1. Oh, yep, this is the one that gives, more pumpkin. Yeah. So Mask of Darkness is like Magician of Faith, who also is in this set, I believe. Was Magician of Faith in this set or previous? I don't remember. But Mask of Darkness is, a very, very important card early on. I use this guy a lot just so I can get Gravity Bind back whenever Gravity Bind got destroyed or whatnot. Got banned or limited? Really? If it got banned, that's silly because, like, well, I would assume it's something to do with later on that made Mask of Darkness get banned. I'm gonna give you PTSD hate. But, yeah, Mask of Darkness is a pretty valuable monster, early on. Gomug Angel of Silence is not, yeah. Gomug Angel of Silence kinda sucks. It's a tribute monster for, 1600 hack. You're probably never gonna ever use this. It's a fairy, yeah. White Magical Hat. I think I recall White Magical Hat being decent. When this card inflicts bound damage on your opponent's life points, your opponent gets go. Oh yeah, this guy I remember being pretty decent for making the opponent discard stuff in their hand. If you were able to get a free shot at him. Now there are ways to make making it so that you can hack directly with spell cards and stuff, but like this guy's kinda hard to use early on. Actually, he may not be that hard to use. It doesn't do that much damage. But I mean, 1,000 is 1,000, right? And yeah, getting rid of cards from the opponent's hand is very, very valuable. A better person was in this pack, probably. Big Eye. What did Big Eye do? Oh, this card. I love this card. This card was amazing. Because you could just stack your deck. Look at the top 5 cards you deck and place them back in any order. It's like, okay, I see that this is like the 5th card, but I want this now. I'm just gonna put it on top. Like, it's a really, really good card, honestly. It's a very solid card. You're not gonna be doing much damage with it. Yeah, I can imagine it isn't as good now. A lot of these old cards probably are not very good anymore. But back then, being able to look at your top 5 cards and being able to rearrange them was so valuable. So valuable. This was the card that I would recommend back in the day. Because just being able to see what's coming up was so good. And then there's this guy. The Black Skull Dragon. Oh, it's also treated as the Orange Speed card. Interesting. Yeah, I kinda assumed that. So, this card was kinda a big deal back in the day. Mostly because Summon Skull was very easy to get. The hard one was getting this card and Red Eye's Black Dragon. If you have both of those, it was like the Sea of Darkness. Gotcha. Like, Red Eyes was hard to get because it was the ultra rare. This card was hard to get because it was the ultra rare. If you were not really worried about, you know, selling cards or collecting cards back in the day, you would be using this probably. Yeah. Like, the design of this monster is cool. The fusion of Red Eyes and Summon Skull, it's really badass. It really is. I mean, also, again, it's a very strong card, but it's still very easy to kill. Okay, Dante, we'll go with your theme. Okay, no more Dante. No more Dante. Yeah. Masked Sorcerer. What did you do again? Oh, you're like Magical Hat, but it lets you draw. I mean, I don't know. It's not a bad card, but like, it's gonna die the moment anyone gets a monster out. Like, you're not really gonna wanna hack with it, but like, you know, Roaring Ocean Snake is too much of a risk. So, you would never use this. This is completely useless. I don't know why it's so hard to see, let me readjust the window. Readjusting. There we go, that's a better window. But, yeah. Like, you would never use this card. Yeah. There's no effect, and it's not really that strong. Like, at all. It's really not that strong. And it's very easy to kill, too. Why am I all the way down here? Where is it? Water Omonics. So, another monster, it's just meh. It's not really that great. Very odd design. Also one of the censored cards. There's a lot of censored cards. Yes. There is a lot of censored cards when it comes to the female monsters. It was the same with Harpy Lady, too. Ground Hacker Bugroth is a 1500 monster. Yeah, she was. Like, almost all of the female monsters were in the Japanese version. So, it's a 1500 machine. I mean, it's okay. That's the thing. It's just okay. It's just okay. It gets retrained? Really? But Heat Moth. So the Heat Moth, yeah, this is what you gotta do with the Cocoon of Evolution, which, meh, not worth it. It's not worth it. This small but deadly creature. It's deadly, guys. It's so deadly with its 300 attack, 200 defense. So deadly. Elegant Egotist. Oh, it is in this set. If Harpy Lady's on the field. Oh! Okay, so, you could just summon Harpy Lady and use this to summon Harpy Lady's sisters. Okay, so maybe Harpy Lady's sisters isn't that bad to use then. Maybe Harpy Lady's sisters wasn't that bad to use then. I mean, if you did get this card, it was dead in your deck, but like, if you summon Harpy Lady and do this, then, you get 2 monsters at the same turn. Yeah, you can only have 3 copies in a deck, yeah. There's that, too. And honestly, I don't think you want more than, like, 1 copy of Harpy Lady's sisters in your deck anyways, I feel. Especially back then. You would still be using, like, a Summoned Skull anyways for your tribute monster. But, I mean, Harpy Lady's sisters would be okay for, getting a quick monster out. And then we get these guys. Sangha of Thunder. I think all 3 of these have the same, effect. Where if you hack them, yeah, if you hack them, you can reduce the attack during 0. So, I don't remember, if you use this effect, and you use it, and their attack gets reduced to 0, does that destroy the monster? I'm assuming it does. I don't remember how this effect worked. Like, okay, during damage calculation in your opponent's turn, so it would kill the monster. So yeah, these 3 guys, if that's how it worked, were stupid. Of course, this one requires 2 tributes to summon, so this one is a weaker one. It's also Thunder, which meh. Kazakin. Is Kazakin also... Yeah, Kazakin's also, the same thing. I think Kazakin's a weaker version. It doesn't work on Zetsun. I think I have Suijin too. Was Suijin 1 tribute? No, they were all 2 tributes. Wow, they were all 2 tributes. I mean, to be fair, their effects were kinda dumb. Their effects were kinda really, really powerful. Mystic Lamb. Oh! This guy can just hack your opponent's life points directly. It's not very strong. In fact, it's very, very weak. However, depending on how you handle your deck and what cards you have, you can make this guy just beat the crap out of your opponent's life points very, very easily. In the days of, Gravity Bind, when Gravity Bind was super hard to deal with, this guy can just whittle down your opponent's life points very easily. Now, granted, I never used this, because, you know, Mirror Force was a thing. Axe existed in the next set. So, you wouldn't use this until Axe or United We Stand came out, which is in the next set, Spell Ruler, I think it is. But, like, honestly, I didn't use it because of things of, like, Heretical Tribute and, you know, Mirror Force and stuff like that. Steel Scorpion. What does Steel Scorpion do? A non-machine type monster attacking skill. Oh! So this was kind of like a weaker version of, Mania Bug. If you want to have, like, an additional Mania Bug. It's not really that great. At all. Like, you're better off using Mania Bug. Occubeam. This one's a little bit... Oh, never mind. This one sucks. It's a tribute monster. Really? This is a tribute monster? You would never use this guy, and it's a fairy. Boo! Legold. Oh, hey, look, there's another guy that can hack, life points directly. So you can start just beating the opponent's life points directly without actually having to fight their monsters, but you have to be very careful about that. You will never use this guy this early on. Like, this early on, you would never, ever, ever use this guy. And even in a Gravity Bind deck, you would probably never use this guy. There's better ways of dealing life point damage when a Gravity Bind comes out. Uguji. Large Mouth. Another guy that can hack life points directly. I really want you to hack life points directly early on. Now here's the funny thing. I didn't show the starter decks, but if you recall, there's a trap card, a continuous trap card. That if you pay 500 life points, you can do an additional normal summon. So you can do, you can summon and then summon up to like 4 more monsters. It's gonna cost 2,000 life points to do, but if you really want it to, you can do it. That was the trap card of the era. It's banned. It's banned now. I mean, that trap card was pretty dumb. It was a pretty strong trap card. Not gonna lie. Leo Gun. He is too good. It was really good back in the day, too. It really was. This guy sucks. He sucks. It never stopped. Yeah. This guy sucks. You're never gonna use him. Blast Juggler. What was Blast Juggler? He sounds familiar. This guy. During your Scare Guy phase, tribute with this card, select or destroy 2 face-up monsters with an act of 1,000 or less. This guy is very, niche. Like, I can see where he has use, but you're sacrificing a slot in your deck for this guy, which I don't know how often you're gonna run it in this situation early on, because most people are gonna be running a beatdown deck, so most stuff that are face up are not gonna be 1,000 attack or less. Now, if you're fighting someone that's playing more defensive, like I did with my Aqua Magor, Spirit of the Heart, etc., then this would be a little bit more useful, but it's just niche. It's just niche. Hey guys! We're getting to someone very, very close. Double summon? Ah. So, Anyone remember Jinzo number 7? Hey look, he can act life points directly. We're getting very, very close to someone who everyone hates. Who everyone hates. Android number 7. Makes sense. So, this is not the guy that everyone hates. Yeah. So, yeah, this is the arts type of monsters that attacks directly. Wow, Magician of Faith was just a rare? I thought Magician of Faith was a super rare. Really? You were just a rare. I remember you being a super rare. I swear to God, you were a super rare. She was, because you could just be like, okay, give me Raigeki, give me Darkhold, give me Monster Reborn, you know, all that silly stuff. Like, she was kinda really, really good. Yeah, grab literally anything. Uh-oh. Is this who I think it is? No. No, it's not. This is the sucky elf. We don't really care about this elf. I mean, 1450's not bad. Whose theme is this? Is this Chris's theme? It is. An elf deck? Really? Deep Sea Sark. Here's another guy you're never gonna use. Wow! What a great use of these cards in a slot in your deck, right? Such a great use. Hooray! 1900. Congratulations. You made a 1900 monster. Bone Dweller. Yay! You got a tribute for 1650 when you can summon an 1800 attack monster called the Jin? Wow! Wow, guys! What a great card this is. Not worth it. It sucks. Don't use it. Destroyer Golem. This guy's okay. He's okay. 1500's like the norm for regular monsters. Really, 1500's the norm for offense. It's a pretty cool art. It is a pretty cool art. And then we get Kaminari Attack. What is that name? Anger of the Thunder God. Congratulations, guys. You created Zeus. And he sucks. Rainbow Flower. What's Rainbow Flower? Are you another one of those I hack life points directly? Wow. That's like the 5th monster that does that. Okay, so there's like, you can almost make a deck just for these guys who hack life points directly. That's kinda hilarious. Morphin. We got Chun-Li playing right now. This card sucks. Don't use it. Also, this guy's, like, fugly. He's very fugly. You know who else sucks? Mega Thunderball. What? Why? Who's gonna use this card? Who is going to use this card? There's no use for it. It's no use! Silver is right. It's no use. He sucks. People who like Noname. No, what? Namane? What? Yugioh. How much you want to bet this guy sucks? He kinda sucks. With no money, oh. is the 1350 fist. I mean, meh? It's just meh? Really? He's called Home Fist. Why is he called Yugioh for us, but he's called Home Fist? What? Sometimes I wonder why I could go translate the names. Yeah, you are very off with the parts code confusion. Empress Jugs. So... meh. You're never gonna use this, like, ever. Ever, ever, ever. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a full art for this. I'm pretty sure we've seen it in, like, Duelist of Roses and, Forbidden Memories. I wonder what she looks like. I don't remember what she looks like. I'm curious now. Hey, you want to try to find it? I'm sure you can find it from, one of the games. Give me just a second, if you will. 1 second. You can find the model. Cool. Pale Beast. It's okay. I mean, 1500 Earth Beast, it's okay. Electric Lizard, are you another active? How oddly specific that it has to be a non-zombie. If it's a zombie, then, you know, you're fine. Not really worth using. Not really worth using at all. Gauntay, we already played your theme. Go away, Gauntay. You'll get to play your theme twice. Hunter Spider. Give me just a second, if you will. Yeah, that's a pretty cool design. I like that design. It's a pretty cool design. This guy, Dormammu. I really should try some of the other characters in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. For those who don't know, I made Gauntay, Akuma, and Amaterasu. I've been messing with Virgil a little. I do want to try some other people. I kind of want to try Dormammu. I don't know how Dormammu plays. Ew! It's a tribute monster! Go away! It's ugly! We don't look at it, it's bad! Ancient Lizard Warrior. Yeah! It's okay. It's just okay. I mean, there's better. It's better than this Sand Shrew. Guys, I don't know Pokemon very well, but is this just Sand Shrew? Is this literally just Sand Shrew? I feel like I've seen this design somewhere before. Queen's Double. Oh, it's just another one of those I hack you directly. Okay. It's just another I hack you directly monster. Trent! If I recall, this guy was okay. Never mind, this guy sucks. He sucks. The Great Deku Tree sucks. Don't use the Great Deku Tree. Yes, Magician. He's not really that great. He's not really that great at all. Nah. Pass. Get this Chrono Trigger guy out of here. Pass. Hyosuke. into Great Pumpkin. Ah. It's another good Hinhutric hack monster. It's okay. It's another good Hinhutric hack. He's uglier than crap. Is this like a... Is this a Kappa? This is just a Kappa, isn't it? Yeah, I was about ready to say it looked like a Kappa. Bait trap. Bait trap? Activates a trap that will destroy. Oh! This guy was an okay trap card. It was okay for saving a card that you didn't want to get destroyed. It was like an early version of there's a couple other cards that you would use for a specific spell or trap, but it's useless now, yeah. But like back then, it was okay. If you didn't have like the other trap cards that do the same thing but better, you would be using that. Tribute to Doom. So Tribute to Doom was a really, really good spell card back in the day. Was this a super rare? You discard the card to kill one monster on the field. This card was honestly really, really useful. It is a super rare. It's a better Raigeki break, yeah. Basically, it's like, you know what? I don't like your Jinzo. I don't like your Summon Skull. I don't like that monster. I'm gonna get rid of it. It got banned? Really? Why? Because you could just pick a monster and kill it? Like, I feel like there's worse cards than Tribute to Doom. I really do feel like there's worse cards than Tribute to Doom. Oh, because too many things activate from the grave. Right. You know what else was a really good card back in the day? And I did do this back in the day. Soul Release. Target up to 5 cards in any graveyards and remove them from the game. You have no idea how good this card was. This card was so useful. It's like, oh, you're trying to do something special. Let me get rid of that from the game. And let me make sure you can't do what you're trying to do. This card was so useful, and you can combo it with like Magician of Faith and other cards. And it just makes sure that the opponent would never get doing what they wanted to do. And you can have 3 of these, so you can get rid of 15 cards home. What's unlimited? This card? I love this card back in the day. It was also a good filler card. If you didn't have like that many cards, and you needed a spell card in your deck, this card was a good card to throw into any deck. The Cheerful Coffin. Once we get the GX era, yeah. Discard up to 3 monster cards from your hand to graveyard. Oh god. I can see where this card could be disgusting later on. Especially when you get stuff that activates from the graveyard. Oh god. This card, I see trouble. You have 3 Chaos Magician. 3 a lot of stuff. This card would be a problem later on with Chaos Magician and like other cards. You know what else was a big problem back in the day? This freaking card. So fun fact, this card, I think you could get this for free in one of the starter decks. I think it was the Kaiba starter deck that had this for free. Yeah, because this card was dumb. I think you can use this even off face down cards, right? Like, it doesn't say take control of one face up monster, it just says take control of one monster your opponent controls. Which, you know, this is, a very, very powerful card. Yeah. And it's like, you know what? That monster that you have that's really strong, it's mine now. I'm gonna hack your card, and then I'm gonna tribute it. It was banned until recently. It was such a strong card. I think it was even limited to one when it came out. Because it was so strong. Baby Dragon! I believe this is what you needed for a fusion. I believe you need this for a fusion. I think this was needed for Ancient Dragon. Yeah, it's a free summon off your opponent. Thousand Dragon, that's what it was. Thousand Dragon. Ancient Dragon was the lame one. You would, I believe I did this with that back in the day. If I recall, Black Flame Fire Dragon was good. It's a 1500 Dragon. Yeah, it was an okay dragon back in the day. It was just an okay dragon. Swamp Battleguard, if I recall, was an okay monster. Oh, it was... Never mind. This guy sucks. This guy sucks. You would never use this guy. Lava Battleguard. What was Lava Battleguard? Is he? I think he's also in the same set. Battle Steer. He sucks. You would never use him. You would never use this guy. Remember, in the anime, you can just summon guys. Remember that? Just summoning blue eyes without tributing. I think that's what they could do. Is just summon monsters whenever. This guy sucks. You would never use this guy. It's an 1800, 1300, 5-star. I don't know why it's cutting off the, hats. Well, let me try to fix that again. No, go back up. There we go. That might work. I'm trying to fix the hats. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Now we can see it better. So yeah, you would never use Battle Steer. Time Wizard. Time Wizard was a gimmick. So once per turn you toss a coin and call it. If you call it right, all your mods or all your opponent's monsters die. And if you call it wrong, you destroy all your monsters and you lose life points. You have to hold a hack of those destroy monsters while face up on the field. So this was a gamble card. He was hyper anime. This card is very, very strong, but also very risky. If you summon this guy, and your opponent has like 5 monsters, and this is the only guy you have, what do you have to lose, right? What do you have to lose? This guy could turn the tables if you were lucky. This is the gambler class. Honestly, you know what? Hey, I probably should have looked at Yu-Gi-Oh for some, like, gambler effects. If I wanted to make Bay into a, full-on gambler. Like, okay, this would have been a good effect to have on May. Kinda. It does. And honestly, I probably could translate it into an RPG. But yeah, I did use Time Wizard back in the day. Because it's like, you know what? What do I have to lose? And here's the fun thing. You know, I talked about gamblers. I did have a gambler deck. I actually did have a full-on gamble deck. Barrel is, Barrel? I don't remember what Barrel is. But, I did use Time Wizard. I used, Fairy Box. I used a lot of, gamble stuff. I don't think Barrel... Yeah, Barrel Dragon might be in here. Oh, God. Soggy Dark Clown. I mean, it's an okay defense, but, like, you have way better defense characters than this. You wouldn't really use this guy very much. Like, at all. He's not really worth it. Dragon Piper! So, Dragon Piper... It's a way of getting rid of, Crust Card. Yeah, he'd be okay. Dragon Piper... He actually has decent defense. And if you're running a Dragon deck... And your opponent is running, like, Dragon Capture Jar... This is your counter to Dragon Capture Jar. Now, granted, you have to flip him so he becomes a 200 hack in a hack mode. Unless your opponent hacks this guy. Yeah. He's very, situational. I mean, Dragon Capture Jar, I don't even know who really ran that. Like, let's be real. Who ran Dragon Capture Jar? I never did. I never saw a reason to. And even if an opponent uses a Dragon deck, who's gonna run Dragon Capture Jar? It's not really that great. Illusionist Faceless Mage. Worthless. It's completely worthless. You're never gonna use this guy. 2200 defense for a tribute. Nah, pass. Now, Sargon, on the other hand, if I recall, was a very, very useful card. Yes. If he goes from the field graveyard, you get a monster with 1500 or less alchemy deck in your hand. But you cannot activate cards or the effective cards with that name for the rest of his turn. It's a very strong card. It's a very strong card. This is how we got, like, Magician of Faith or, Mask of Darkness and stuff like that. It was very useful. Yeah, I can understand. It's a very strong card. I like how its Japanese name is Critter. Give me a second. Alright. What's after that? Oh, look, guys, it's Great Moth. Which Black Forest. So, Great Moth, this is your payoff for doing the whole thing with the Heat Moth, Cocoon of Evolution, and, you know, that whole thing. It's not worth it, guys. It's not worth it. It's a 2600 attack monster. You can do this easier with, Summon Skull. Or 100 less attack. It's not worth summoning this guy. He is, worthless. You know who's not worthless, though? Yeah, Cocoon of Evolution is worth using. Kaiba! Kaiba was a very useful card way back when. Especially when you need to save yourself from, like, a big attack. Kaiba was a pretty good card, yeah. And if anything, you know. To be fair, though, I don't think I really used Kaiba much back in the day. He has much more support now. That's cool. I like how they give all these old monsters support. Like, Kaiba has support. Skull Serpent has support. It's like, that's awesome that they're giving the OGs support. Jellyfish. If I recall, this guy's useless. Yeah, this guy's not really worth using. You're never gonna use the jellyfish. Jellyfish is just, oh no, it's a jellyfish. Whatever will we do? Meh, pass. Now, this guy, right here. Look at that defense and attack. Why is its defense and attack such weird numbers? Like, why? 1930 attack or a defense? Eh? Why not make it 1950? It probably is some kind of reference. This card is what you use in your zombie gets back in the day. However, it's that's for standby phases. That's a very long time to get 200 more attack defense. It really is. While it is very good defensively, I don't know if you're ever going to get this effect off. Now, in Duelist of Roses, I think this card was really strong, but like, I don't know, man, like, that effect is kind of not super great, in all honesty. King of Yamanakai, Yami Makai, Dark Makai, Supreme King of the Dark Demon World. You're not gonna use this guy. Why use this guy when you have Summon Skull? Look at him! He even wants to be Summon Skull. He's alright. This guy sucks. You're never gonna use this guy. You have Summon Skull. And really, you're not gonna use that many tribute monsters, I feel. I mean, I guess if you don't have Summon Skull, you can use some, but like, if you don't have Summon Skull, then you never got the Yugi starter deck. This guy is a guy that I used in my, Gravity Bind deck, if I recall. And this guy, you would use with, like, Saints of Heart. So, you tribute one monster on your side of the field and do damage to your opponent equal to half of that monster's attack. So, it's like, oh, you have a Blue Eyes? I'm gonna Saints of Heart your Blue Eyes. I'm gonna have this guy on the field. And I'm gonna sacrifice your Blue Eyes and do 1500 damage to you out the bat. This guy was kind of disgusting. And I did use him a lot in my Gravity Bind deck. Because, like, you know, there's no reason not to use this guy in a Gravity Bind deck. It's like, okay, let me just get your, guy over here. And here's the thing. Here's the thing I didn't do, and I kind of wish I did. You remember Lava Golem? Hey, do you remember Lava Golem? I should use Change of Heart with Lava Golem with Catapult Hurl after, you know, a few turns. For those who don't know Lava Golem, you sacrifice 2 of your opponent's monsters to give them Lava Golem. It's a 3,000 attack monster. But on each of that player's turn, whoever has Lava Golem at the start of their turn will lose 1,000 life points. So you will have Lava Golem out to burn them. Imagine using Shades of Heart after they're low enough on their Lava Golem, and then use a Catapult Hurl. That's 1,500 damage right then. So they will take 2,500 damage in the same turn, if you get it right. Oh look, it's Magneto's theme. Freaking Magneto. Freaking Magneto. Mystic Horseman. It's not a very good card. Like, it's honestly not, it's not that great. What, Catapult Hurl plus another card gave you infinite monsters? Really? You. Rapid Horseman. Wow. What a great monster, guys. What a great monster. And then we get to Craft's Clown. If this defense monster is changed to attack, target one monster your opponent controls and return that monster to their hand. So this card can be okay. This card can actually be okay. Especially in a stall deck. You can make it so that your mod is part of Clown Turbo. Oh god. You can make it so that your opponent has to, basically retribute someone's stuff. Or, you know, throw, like, Chaos Magician back in their hand or something like that. It's pretty okay. This guy. Let me tell you the history I have with Pumpkin. Not in this game. Is that 500 to hack? Wait. Wait. Oh, it's 100. So, in the card game, Pumpkin is okay. I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't remember ever using Pumpkin because it was like, it's so easy to kill. But, the story I have with this. Let me see if he's on. I'm gonna check real quick. Is he online? He is not online. I am sad that he is not going to be able to tell the story. So, Pumpkin, if you don't know, in Duelist of Roses, as long as Pumpkin is out, all zombies gain, I think, 100. What do you do in Duelist of Roses? Was it 100 attack defense every turn? I forget what it was. Maybe it was 200, but it was 100 in Duelist of Roses. So, due to the nature of Duelist of Roses, you could get like 3 pumpkins out and it would boost each other by 300 attack defense. So, if we became really, really freaking, you can have 5. Oh god, you can have 5? Really? So, fun story is, me and Gown Destroyer played each other, and he ran a zombie deck. I couldn't kill his Pumpkin with monsters. In fact, I had a hard time killing Pumpkin at all. Eventually, he had a full field of 9,999 attack defense zombies, there was nothing I could do. Because you can't just play Fisher. You have to, like, run the card into the monster for, like, Fisher to work. So, I had to fight a full field of 9999 attack defense monsters. There was nothing I could do. Nothing. It was like, oh my god. Oh, wait. I think you can also get the effect when, he was your commander, too. Because don't forget, you can set monsters as commander. He got support. Oh, goody. Oh, goody. He got support. Oh, hey, Dream Clown. If this attack is switch defense, target one face-up defense monster. Wait a minute. Oh. Oh. So you use Crash Clown and remove a monster back to their hand, and you use Dream Clown to destroy a monster. Bro, it just destroys any monster? It just destroys any monster? I mean, back in the day, it was very easy to kill these guys, so, like, I don't think it was very good when they first came out. It was probably better later on, I think. He looks goofy. Ain't his wisdom. What? If this act persistent card is changed to face up defense, shuffle your deck. Why? Why? Why would you want to shuffle your deck? Why? Like, even early on, what's the point of shuffling your deck? That doesn't really do much for anyone. Like, at all. Ancient Brain. Herbo Garbo. Herbo Garbo. Hi, Ryu. Guardian of the Labyrinth. Hey, guys, you want another Herbo Garbo monster? Here's another Herbo Garbo monster. You're never using this guy, like, ever. You got a retrain? Interesting. Ah, if I recall, you're Who House of Defense. Okay, so here's another Who House of Defense guy. At least they made sure that you got some defense monsters. So, I mean, it's okay. It's your standard Who House of Defense monster. He's alright. A little swordsman of Ale. Offer one monster on your cycle field as a tribute to increase the monster. This monster's attack by 700. No. It becomes 1500. Which, no. I don't think it's really worth using, honestly. I don't think it's really ever worth using. Princess of Sarugi, if I recall. Yeah! Yeah, there's the goat. 500 points of damage for each spell or trap card on your opponent's side of the field. This was the goat. This was my favorite card back in the day. I loved using this card because it was basically always free damage, it was always free damage. And it makes your opponent consider, so I put down a bunch of cards. So I really put down a bunch of cards. Because you can have 3 of these. And that's 2,500 damage if they have a full field. Actually, it's 3,000 if they have a field card now. So yeah, I ran this card back in the day. And when it came to Gravity Bind deck, heck yeah, I ran this card. Why would I not run this card? This card is amazing. And then you have Hector of the Throne, who is, you know, less amazing. She's kind of just, like, meh. You would never really, you know, run this card. Also, why do people want to, you know, like, protect the throne? Okay, oh no. They're gonna get the throne and sit in the throne. Why? Okay. Oh no, they're sitting in a chair. How dare they? Hey guys, do you remember Tremendous Fire? This was a card I also ran back in the day. 1,000 damage to your opponent, 500 to you. This was a very strong card. You combine this with like Princess of Tsurugi, and this did so much damage. So much damage. 3,000 with 3 of these. 9,000 with Princess of Tsurugi with 3 of her if your opponent had, you know, a full field. It's so good. It's such a good card. I think. And here we go, guys. Are you ready? Gumo. Look at him. 2,200 attack. 4 stars. This was the strongest monster of the time. However, it's a gamble. Whenever you declare an attack, you call a coin, toss a coin, and if you call it wrong, you lose half your life point. Here's the thing, I did run this back in the day. I ran this as an emergency card. This was an emergency monster if I needed to get rid of something on the opponent's field real bad. So yeah, Gumo was very bad because of that effect, but like, it's a 2,200 4-star monster. Yeah, it only halves, so it can't really ever kill you. It's still a pretty strong monster just for the attack alone. Of course, you have to be careful because there are things coming up soon that will mess you up for doing that. Ghoul. So Ghoul was an interesting monster. Back in the day, this guy could be a really strong monster. You do have to tribute for him, but 100 after every monster in your graveyard can make him very strong. Yeah, he is terrible though, because you know, Trap Hole, Dark Hole, Fissure. That's the problem. Like, so many of these cards could be really strong, but because of things like Trap Hole and stuff, they're not that good. And things like Manny or Bug, they just get completely, you know, made useless. He has an upgrade? Oh, Labyrinth Hank. Labyrinth Hank. Remember this guy from the anime? I never had to do anything with him, I think. Wall Shadow? Oh yeah, Wall Shadow. This guy, you would never use. You're never gonna use Labyrinth, Hank. Spider-Man, okay. I was like, who is this? Ryukisan Power. So Ryukisan Power is an okay monster. He's okay. 1600 hacks pretty decent for back in the day. Looks like someone that would be from like Gargoyles or something. I mean, he is a gargoyle. Mikuri Box. You will never use Mikuri Box in this game. However, Mikuri Box is going to be your big go-to guy in Forbidden Memories. This is a guy you're going to see all the time in Forbidden Memories. It's a metamorph demon? Really? Interesting. So you're not going to use Mikuri Box in the actual card game back in the day. He's not worth it. Yeah, Twin Head's better. Guiltia the Knight. Is this the female? No. This guy sucks. You're never gonna use this guy. He's worthless. Don't use him. And Launcher Spider is pretty cool. Launcher Spider, what who? Oh, you're never gonna use him. He's who tributes. I mean, it is a cool design though. This guy looks like he would fit in Mega Man, right? Like one of the Mega Man games you would see this guy in. Or like Xenoblade, perhaps. I don't know about Xenoblade. Hey, we're back, early game. Giga Heck Wolf. Wily Mech, yeah. You would never use this guy. He is worthless. Completely worthless. Never gonna use him. Thunder Dragon. What did Thunder Dragon do? Discard this card, add up 2 Thunder Dragons from your deck in your hand. So, here's the thing about Thunder Dragon. You probably will never use him, but, you may be wondering, okay, I discard this and get 2 Thunder Dragons from my deck in my hand. That gives you an additional extra card in your hand, and he adds a card in your graveyard. So, this allows you to use cards. Yeah, it bends the deck. And it gives you, like, extra card fodder for anything that discards cards from your hand. So he does have, a lot more. He has a few uses. You're never gonna put him on the field, though. Ever. Oh, this is Super Scroll. I was like, what? Ah, 7-color fish. This guy is who everyone would be using. He's an 1800 hack monster. Everyone is using this guy with the Jin. Because 1800 hack 4-star was the meta back in the day. So you will have 6 1800 hack monsters. If you know you bought like a Kaiba starter deck. So this guy with the Jin may fight him gets a little bit annoying. Just because of being a hack. Yeah, the effect monsters were not very good back in the day. The Immortal of Thunder. This guy is not very good. Like, he's not good. Like, okay, I gained 3,000 life points. Oh no, he went. from the field graveyard, I lose 5,000 life points. Why? Why would you ever use this guy? He's a very, very, very bad gamble. Unless there's a way to make 5,000 life points, like, go to the opponent or something. And, you know, yeah. He's not very good. He sucks. You know what? I'm gonna do this. Yes, you saw that. Here you go. I'm gonna give the link at this. Give me just a second if you will. Yes, you did see that. I'm checking something real quick. I'm doing that so you guys can follow along. I'm gonna do that from here on out, so that's easier for you guys to follow along with the, First time doing a pin message. Wow. I know I'm almost done, but, you know. How many cards are left? There's actually a fair amount of cards left. Oh my god, there's a fair amount of cards left. Alright, Punished Eagle. Swap control of a monster. Yeah, that could work. Oh god, dude. That would be disgusting, but like, here, you have... Bro! You gave me an idea that I wish I had. Dude, that's disgusting! Wait, hold on. I gotta look at the... I gotta look at it again. Where is he? Hold on. So, let me see. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you lose 5,000 life points. Does that mean whoever's controlling the monster? Or the original owner? Because if it's whoever's controlling the monster, that's dumb! Dude! Dude, that is disgusting! Use that with creature swap? Oh my god! Dude, that's just an instant 5,000 damage if it's that way. I mean, creature swap didn't exist yet, but I mean, you know. But yeah, Punished Eagle. It's an eagle. You're never gonna use it. It sucks. Insect soldiers of the sky. The active card increases by 1,000 at half. I mean, this card. Yeah, never really think of combos. I mean, back then you used whatever you had, right? This card is so situational, you would never really use it. Yeah, it's like, oh boy, I hack a wind monster. You know how situational that is? Unless you know your opponent is using a wind deck. And even then, you're not going to use this against a wind deck. Hoshinin. Superstar. Oh, this card! This card was actually kinda cool. I think I remember using this with, I think I remember using this in, a light deck. Yeah, I remember using this in the light deck. Yeah. This card was honestly really good in the light deck. He becomes a 1,000 hack. A retrain. What do you mean by retrain? Tell me what you mean by retrain. Like a remake? But yeah, I would use this in my light deck. Ah. Like, it's such a good card. Also, it's so good against, like, if your opponent is using a dark deck. It's really great. This silly, stupid enemy or card. Like, really? So, can someone tell me how a witch and a lady becomes a rock star dude? Can someone tell me how this works? Obnoxious Celtic Guardian. Obnoxious Celtic Guardian. What a name. So, how do two ladies turn into a dude? Can someone tell me how? How does that work? And girls? I guess? Yugioh Carden. I wonder what that translates to. Hermit Crab Dragon. Huh? When this card sings from Happy Defense, you can place any number of cards from your hand at the bottom of your deck. What? Why? 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 I guess, but... Is this Chris? This is Chris. But why? Cybersaurus. You know, I should probably give Triss a try since I'm using Dante and Virgil. I wonder how good Triss is. This card does not treat him as a cyber card. You would never use this card. This card sucks. This card's awful. Never, ever, 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 ever use it. Cannon Soldier! Hey guys, it's our buddy Cannon Soldier. So this is another guy that I like using in a burn deck. Is me. So Cannon Soldier is nice to use for things like, okay, I'm gonna use Magician of Faith. And then I'm gonna use Cannon Soldier to get rid of her so you can't, you know, hack her. I mean, it's one less monster on your... Hey. Hey. Cannon Soldier? With that one trap card. Cannon Soldier with that one trap card. That lets you summon monsters, an additional monster for 500 life points. And you know what else makes him dangerous? We don't get this for a while yet, but Scapegoat. Do you remember Scapegoat? Yeah, Scapegoat. Now, imagine this scenario. You have a face down card. And it's Magician of Faith. You summon Cannon Soldier. You activate Scapegoat. You flip Magician of Faith up, get Scapegoat. Cannon Soldier, get rid of all of your Scapegoats and Magician of Faith. Use Scapegoat. Use Cannon Soldier again. That is 4,000 damage you just did in one turn. Scapegoat had to be changed. Dude, I wish I would have got some of these combos early when I was playing the game. Muka Muka? Who was Muka Muka? Oh. So at best, this could give 1500 hack of defense if you have a full hand. Only says you can't tribute for tribute summoning. So you could get like, if you have a full hand, he has 2100 hack for 2 stars. He's not bad, honestly. He's not that bad if you need a strong thing. I wonder if he have viability back in the day. Oh yeah, just have to discard to end your turn, right. Alright, so, the Bistro Boxer. Oh, here's another 1800 hack guy. So this guy was another one that you would probably see a lot, just because he was 1800 hack. Now granted, he did make your opponent draw cards. But he is an 1800 hack. Now you say this card was bad, but think of this hate. Yeah, I was gonna say card destruction. Think of this with card destruction. Imagine if you had 3 of these cards out. All 3 of them did damage. So now your opponent drew 4 cards, right? And then you card destruction. Now imagine if you have faced out Magician of Faith and got card destruction again. There's some very nasty synergy, but of course, you know, getting the synergy is like stupid. Starboy, I think it's another one that goes 500 hack boost. This is for Water. So, Water early on isn't very viable. Light's not very viable early on. But this is still a very useful card for later on. Oh, don't get me started on the jars. Oh my god. You want to talk about something that was annoying. Warlord managed to get a, one of the jars. I forget which jar it was. From one of the, like, tournament packs. And it just was annoying, dude. It sucked. Mindless Radiant. Oh, you're for, Earth. So this card's actually kinda decent. I mean, it is 800 hack. And, I mean, he's probably gonna die very easily. But, like, he can be decent. He can be kinda decent. Early on. I don't think he's decent now, because 800 hack is a joke. Flame Syrup. Guys. It's called Flame Cerberus in Japanese. Why is he called Flame Cerberus in English? Why Cerebrus? I mean, at least it's not Cerberus. At least it's not, Cerebus. No, this is still the same. No, this is how Iris says, Cerberus. Is that how it's supposed to be? Is Cerebrus? Is that why Iris says it that way? Huh. You know, I'm gonna have to ask about that. What is this song? Oh, this is beautiful show. Near Hori. Hey, we're gonna get near Hori. It's like a lazy KFP. You're never gonna use this guy. Joe, is that who you use in NPC free? Like, I want to give a lot more characters a try next time. But I do want to, you know, try hard with Dante. Because I do want to get better with Dante. But I will treat Dante like I treat Gizzy. I will use Dante sparingly. Because, you know, that's probably what's going to end up happening. Is that okay if I do that, Hate? You don't mind if I try to get better with Dante, do you? As long as I use him, like, sparingly? Because I don't want to make Marvel vs. Capcom 3 like Xrg. Because FGC 3 is supposed to be just, you know, a silly game. It's not supposed to be like Xrg. I'm trying to avoid that situation. Yeah, it's not Xrg. I mean, to be fair, FGC is, like, even more jank than Xrg. This card... So, here's the thing about this card and Jirai Gumo. So, you know how Jirai Gumo's bad? The thing that me and a couple buddies did with Jirai Gumo and this card, it does suck. But here's what we did. We would summon it and never attack with it. You know why? We would summon it so that if the opponent couldn't attack, it was there to make sure that the opponent could never hit you. So Jirai Gumo, yeah, he sucks. But it's a 2200 attack monster that's just sitting there blocking the opponent from attacking. Yeah, that's what I use Jirai Gumo for. That's also what I use this card for. It's very good. It puts out there so that it's like, okay, you're gonna hold the line, make sure the opponent can't get through. It's good for that. You're never gonna attack with it unless you think you can kill. Oh boy, Mushroom Man number 2. A player controls this monster loses 300 life points when it's face up. Oh, this just switches over. No, it's only when you attack. There's no Mushroom Man number 1, really? It's just called Mango, so it's just been called Mushroom Man. This card kinda sucks. And now we're listening to Wesker. Freaking Wesker, dude. Freaking Wesker. This card's not really that great. Naga Battle Guard. Terrible. Terrible. You're never gonna use this guy. Terrible. Make him go away. This card, however, Wakes of the Black Forest. So it's like, Sonigan. I think that was the name of the monster. It's the same thing, but for defense. What do you mean, ban? What do you mean, ban? It says unlimited right here. It says it's unlimited. This is also why I gave the wiki link and why it's pinned up above. I mean, I can understand why I got banned, because that's really strong. It was really strong back in the day. You know why? Hey, let me just get my Summon Skull. Free Summon Skull in my hand. It was disgusting back in the day. Little Chimera. Ah, this is for fire monsters. This one was okay. Yeah, it was a free summon of a lot of really good cards. So this guy, again, you use with a fire-based deck. It's not really super great, but like, imagine this with a layer spell card, a field card. Yeah, you use this when you're set up. There's a better spell card that's for elemental hypes. That's what you would use this for. And I think that comes in a net set. Blade Fly. I think this is going to be for wind. Yeah, this is for wind variant. You know what makes me sad? Why didn't they make all of these monsters of that hype the same attack and defense? Because, like, who was it? There was a monster, it was Milus Radiant, who's like 300 attack. Why is he 300 attack? While everyone else is like 600 attack. It's like, ugh. Lady of Faith. You're never gonna use this card. She's useless. Completely useless. Never gonna use her. That's the card on Sage of Hearts? What, Lady of Faith? Really? This guy was kinda good back in the day. If you ran the Thunder Dragons, this is what you get with Thunder Dragons. You use Thunder Dragon to get 2 more Thunder Dragons, go Polymerization to get this guy. That also gets rid of 4 cards in Forbidden Kingdom. Really? This guy was honestly really good back in the day. Again, though, problem, Trap Hole, Dark Hole, Fisher, and we'll get to another card coming up. I think it's in this set. That makes, these guys worse. Witch's Apprentice. As long as it's August for Dark Monster. See, 550 attack. This is a card you would probably be running if you're running, like, Gijin. Really, she got buffed too? God. Not really a fan of the design myself. I don't know, something about the dress just doesn't, like, do it for me. Yeah, a lot of monsters are dark, so she's really good there. Blue Winged Crown. I mean, it's an okay monster. 1600. Use this with a wind buff monster, it becomes 2100. Or 2000? Was it 400 or 500? It's still decent with that. Skull Knight. I mean, Skull Knight looks cool. But, like, you're never gonna use him. You're never gonna use this guy, ever. Worthless. Worthless. Light is also pretty high. Yeah. Is this Hulk's theme again? No, this is Wolverine. Never mind. Gazelle, the king of mythical beasts. Again, another okay monster. Phantom Beast. Oh, there's a Phantom Beast archetype? I didn't know there was a Phantom Beast archetype. It's so wild that they go back and upgrade stuff like this. Garnesia Elephantis. Useless. Useless, useless, useless. You're never gonna use this guy. Useless. Bouncing themselves to the hand. Ah. Never gonna use this guy. My boy! It's my boy! Wow, Garnisio was a super rare. My boy! This is my boy! This is my boy! I love this guy! This guy was always great to use! Censored? Huh? What do you mean censored? Huh? This is a censored card? Really? How is it censored? Yes. Oh, actual guns? Oh. Right, you didn't like sewing guns. Once per turn, target one monster, cost a coin 3 times, and if 2 of them are heads, destroy it. This card was amazing. But yeah, Barrel Dragon. Barrel Dragon, I used this early on. I stopped using it later on because it was too tribute. But it's still a pretty strong card. It didn't really work well with my burn deck, but I mean, it was an emergency card. It was really strong back in the day. This god-blessed card, dude. This stupid card. I think it got limited to 1 at one point in history, but like, yeah, it's just like, I pay half my life points. You're not doing that. I mean, you are losing half your life points, but sometimes it's just like, you know what? You know what? Sometimes you just gotta pay half your life points and not lose. Right? This card was... It's really strong. It's an ultra rare for a reason. Was it ultra rare? I think it was an ultra rare, right? Yes. Magic Jammer. So, you remember, do you remember Fate Trap? Magic Jammer's a better version of Fate Trap. Discard the card and negate a spell card from activating. This card was pretty good. Magic Jammer was pretty good back in the day. If you need to stop that Raigeki or Monster Reborn, you would want to use this. And, Second Who's a Bandit is kinda similar, but you pay 1,000 life points. So, Second Who's a Bandit was a pretty good card back in the day. So, you combine both those, and it's pretty good. Makes it so your opponent can't really, you know, just throw out whatever all willy-nilly. And then Horn of Heaven. So this thing is honestly a pretty solid card. Here's poor man Solum. When a monster would be summoned, tribute one monster and negate the summon and destroy that monster. This card could be very, very valuable if you use it with a monster that activates when it goes to the graveyard. Like, say, I don't know, Wakes of the Black Forest. This card with Wakes of the Black Forest or Sagan is really, really dangerous. Not to mention anything else that will activate or need to go to the graveyard, like, I don't know, Chaos Magician, right? This card is a very solid card. Now, there are better ways of dealing with monsters back in the day. I mean, you still had Trap Pool and Soul of Judgment and stuff like that, but like, this is still a pretty solid card. You remember all of those 2,000 defense monsters with like 0 attack? I introduce to you Sealed Sword. Switch attack defense of all face-up monsters until the end of the turn. Yeah, it doesn't get any play now, but back then, this card could be dangerous. Especially if your opponent had no way of dealing with it, like no Mirror Force or magic cylinders or things like that. This card was dangerous. Now Virgil is playing. Virgil heard power. Virgil heard power. This card was power. Especially when we get to a specific monster later. I used it a lot with that. Yeah, Cocoon of Evolution, Aqua Matador, Fairy of the Harp, Mystical Elf, Labyrinth Wall, there was a machine that had 2200 defense, I forget its name. Yeah. There's some very scary stuff you can do with this card. And, yeah, and, you know, maybe you need to, make a monster have, like, less attack so you can defeat it. Block attack. This changed a face-up monster from attack to defense. It was situational. It was a situational, card. You're probably not gonna use this very much, honestly. Yeah, it's negate attack, but worse. It's not really very useful. Honestly, Wakakogi, or whatever it's called in the Star Dex, was better than this. I forget the name of it. I should look at the Star Dex. I might look at the Star Dex after this, because I don't... Wapaku, yeah. Because honestly, I don't think there's going to be a Fauna stream, because tonight, for those who don't know, there's going to be a freaky musical with Promised Lady at 10 p.m. EST. I would highly recommend go watch that. That was gonna be the freaky anniversary, the 1 year freaky anniversary for Promise. I guess that's what it's supposed to be. So go give that a watch at 10 p.m. EST. The Unhappy Maiden. Yes, I just sealed that in the middle of a Yu-Gi-Oh stream. When this card is set in the graveyard as a result of battle, the battle phase of that turn ends immediately. This is very niche, but it's kind of useful. Like, oh god, there's 5 monsters on the field. Let me put this face down and hopefully they kill it with a monster. Hopefully. It's kind of like a better version of Kaiba when you think about it. Yeah, it buys an extra turn. Robin Goblin! Freaking Robin Goblin! This card is honestly pretty good. It's honestly a very, very scary card. Because every time you do damage to your opponent with a monster, you have to discard a random card. So, you can make it so your opponent has no cards, ever. It's a very scary card. It was a concern. It was very easy to just never have a hand, ever. Ever. Germ infection. I think it's for plants. Oh, this card. I actually used this card. I used this card as a way to save myself. What, this card, Germ Infection, or Robin Goblin? you. So this card I use as a way to reduce my opponent's attack and save myself. That's the only reason you would use this card. You wouldn't really use this any other time. It's a decent card. It's decent. And then you have Paralyzing Potion. So, a monster with this card that's not a machine cannot hack. It's a stall card. It does take up one slot in your magic slots. But, I mean, it's nice for stalling. It's a very nice stall card. So, yeah, back in the day, this was a nice sew-in if you had nothing better to use. It was a nice sew-in. I hate this card. This card is one of the cards that made me never want to run a beatdown deck. This card is one of the reasons why I moved to like an anti-beatdown deck. Is it still limited? Oh, it's unlimited now. Great. This card was annoying. Because it's like, oh, there goes all my monsters. Awesome. Great. Fantastic. I love having all my monsters die. Yeah, I can imagine there's worse than that now. But like back then, it was like, there's no point in me hacking because I'm probably gonna get Mirror Force and lose everything I had. Everything. I hate this card so much. Oh, we're almost done. Ring of Magnetism. Decrease the active guns of monster by 500. All monsters on the opponent's side of the field can only attack the monster equipped with this card if they attack. This card does suck. Yeah, you like cards that can just get rid of monsters just because you look at it funny? I hate those cards. I hate it. I hate those types of cards. This card's awful. Serpentine. Ah, yeah, this card. Serpentine was a really strong card. For no effect. This card was honestly a really good card. It really was. I mean, it makes it so that your opponent loses a monster. Just boom, you don't have a monster now. I love the art too. It's just like, ah, I'm dying. Ah. Skim Pack. I don't remember what this does. The equipped monster gains 700 attack. During each standby phase, they lose 200 attack. This was a very niche card, I feel. I mean, 700 attack was really high, but like losing 200 every turn, not really that great. Oh boy, guys, are you ready? Do you like Raigeki that kills all monster? How about a card that destroys all spell and traps on the field? It's limited and it's forbidden. This card was the bane of my deck for so long. I would focus primarily on keeping this card from happening. Because this card ruins my my anti-beatdown deck. Now, granted, there's another card that's even worse, but you know, this card just sucked. Especially back then, this card just sucked, man. It was terrible to deal with. And lastly, Thousand Dragon. Thousand Dragon. He's not really that worth it. Just a good card later on to make back row sad. Yeah. This card wasn't really that great. It really wasn't. Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit. So there's all of that. Can I find starter box? Let's look at the starter box. So we're going with Metal Raiders. I'm gonna look at a couple starter boxes. Let's take a look at the original. How do I find the, how do I find it? Yugi. Structure deck? I don't think it was structure deck, was it? It's not the structure deck, was it? They're the structures? It's not the structures, because Dark Magician Girl wasn't part of that. Yeah, it wasn't the structure decks. It was a starter deck. Oh, here it is, the Yugi starter deck. Starter deck Yugi. This is the original one. This came out in 2002, guys. 2002. That was 22 years ago. I started 22 years ago. 22 years ago. It's been 22 years. Where has the time gone? Where has the time gone? Okay, so here we have Mystical Elf. We got the Feral Imp. I don't think Feral Imp. Okay, Feral Imp was in one of the sets. So let's take. Did I go? I don't want to go to the structure deck. Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress. Summon Skull, Beaver Warrior, Dark Magician, Gaia, Curse of Dragon, Celtic Guardian. You can see that a lot of these are in the first two sets. Horn plus Feral Imp. Dragon Zombie. Dragon Zombie? That was here that early? Bro, I don't remember this being in any of the other sets. Dragon Zombie? Really? Ansatsu. I don't remember Ansatsu being anywhere. Yeah, Ansatsu wasn't in any of them, I think, but Ansatsu sucks. Whitney Phantom, Claw Reacher. Did we see Whitney Phantom? Yeah, we saw Whitney Phantom. Claw Reacher. Mystic Clown. Mystic Clown? Yeah. Yeah, some of these were starter only. Sword of Dark Destruction. I think Sword of Dark Destruction was part of, the starter, right? I don't think this was in the, original set, right? Darkhold, Yugioh. I think Yugioh was supposed. Was Yugioh? Ah, my wings. Yeah, I think this was a Star Deck only card too, wasn't it? 1,000 life points to recover. Ancient Elf. Magical Ghost. Do I remember Magical Ghost? Yeah, this was a Star only. You would never use Magical Ghost. Okay, look, there's our Trap Hole, Two-Pronged Hack. Like, Two-Pronged Hack is here. D-Spell, Monster Reinforce. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, guys. Here it is. Oh, wait. No, it's Reinforcements. This was an okay card. It was okay for if you wanted to, like, you know, bait the opponent. Look, Shades of Heart is just here. You'll need to get the super rare first, and you can just get this. The Stern Mystic, Wall of Illusion. I am. Wall of Illusion was a super good card, too. Bro, this card was so good back in the day, 1850. With a pretty good effect. Neo, the Magic Swordsman. Are you lazy? You are. Look at that, 1700 hack! 1700 hack in the first starter set. Baron of the Fiend's Sword. This guy was mad, but he was dark. He was dark. Man-eating treasure chest. Again, not bad, and it's a dark, which, you know, works with, Sword of Dark Destruction. Sorcerer of the Doom. I don't remember you. Meh. He's okay. Last Will. If a monster on your side field was sent in your graveyard this turn, you can special summon one monster with active 800 or less from your deck once during this turn. And shuffle your deck. It's banned! Guys, this card is banned! Wow, a card from the Star deck is banned! Amazing! Because back in the day, you probably would never use this. I feel. Wow. And here's my favorite trap card of all time. Wapaku. You take no foul damage and your monsters cannot be destroyed this turn. So, here's the thing. If you hate no foul damage, right? Wait, no, this got changed. I feel like this got changed, because didn't this originally make the, opponent's monster's attack go to 0? I feel like this got changed. I feel like this got changed. I feel like this got changed. Well, what? No? It was always this way? Huh. Soul Exchange. I can't really look at that right now. Let me do this, and I'll take a look. Makes all foul damage inflicted. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Target one monster your opponent controls. If you tribute a monster, you must tribute that target, as if you control this. Your opponent, you cannot. Oh. This card is scary, because you just pick whatever and contribute, yeah. I remember using this a lot back in the day. And this god-forsaken card, is it banned? It's limited. So this card was kinda disgusting. It's still disgusting. Like, you both discard your hand and control the same amount of cards that you discarded. It's disgusting. This card is really, really disgusting. It did, yeah. This Trap Master, Dragon Captain Scar, Yummy, Reverse Trap. Trap Master was Mania Bug, but for, yeah. I don't think this was in, any sets, right? I don't remember it being in a set. Reverse Trap, Remove Trap. Reverse Trap. All effects can act or subtract active defense are reversed. That seems interesting. And then you got Remove Trap, Castle Walls. This is just defense by 500. It's okay. Here it is. Is this it? Here's the card, guys. It's banned for good reason. During your main phase or your opponent's... Oh, you can use it during your opponent's battle phase! What? What? You can just do this during your opponent's battle phase? Bro! This card is dumb! Like, yeah, I paid 500 life points. Oh no. Dude, that card is dumb! Alright, and we're gonna look at Kaiba, and that'll be it for today. Alright, so Kaiba has blue eyes, it ought to be giant Ryukusen. I feel like Ryukusen was not in the original, right? Yeah, this is Star Deck only. And he sucked. The Wicked Worm Beast is another one I think that's only in this. He sucks too, honestly. Komori Dragon, Judge Man. I think Judge Man was only here. He's okay. He's a metalist hell card, yeah. Road Doll. Oh look, Kochi was here. Road Doll was okay. It's a light. Really light? Urbi. Rocket Hano Megami. She sucks. I'm looking at what she looks like. Hey! See if you can find a model for that. I wonder what she looks like. Mystic Horseman, Terrible. That's her alt card? Wait, that's her alt? Oh. Dark Heightened Terror, Dark Assailant, Master and Expert. Kaiba's starter Kaiba has awful monsters in it. Like, I'm looking at the monsters, like, they kinda all suck. Like, Yugi has better monsters. Yeah, a lot of these cards kinda suck. Dark Energy, Invigoration. What was Invigoration? I feel like Invigoration was not in, the first set. Dark Hole. Ukasi. See, Ukasi's what makes you want to get, the Kaiba. That is Login. Login is, very important because, 1800 to half-force scar. He was very powerful. Sword Stalker. Sword Stalker was also pretty cool. I remember Sword Stalker. Rue Kaiser. Who was Rue Kaiser? Yeah, Rue Kaiser sucks. Destroyer Golem, Skull Red Bird, Dehuman. Dehuman. Dragon Human? Meh. Pale Beast Fisher, Dispel, Monster Reborn, Inexperienced Spy. Not really a worthwhile card. Reinforcements, Ancient Telescope. Oh! Yeah, Kaiba had that card. I mean, this could be interesting. But this card is another reason to get Kaiba's star deck. So, I forget the monster that did life point damage based on spell card. You wanted Kaiba for this. This was a must-have for every deck, honestly, early on. Especially for burn decks early on. This was a really good card. It was really good. And if you're running a dragon deck, you're going to be using Lord of D. Because it makes so that dragons cannot be hard hit. But you gotta make sure that he's not gonna die. Like a flute of summoning dragon you need with Lord of D, I think. Yes. It lets you summon 2 dragons from your hand. So you can just summon like 2 blue eyes from your hand immediately. Give me a second. Ha! She's a palette swap. That's amazing. Amazing. Any 2 dragons. Yeah. Any 2 dragons. Mysterious Puppeteer. This was a way of getting life points back early on. This guy was honestly pretty good early on. And he was very good in, like, life point game decks. It's not great, but it was pretty good. Shogun? What was Shogun? Oh, it's that. Honey, Reverse Trap, Castle Walls, and there's all of that. So that is it for that. We went through Yugi Kaiba's star decks, and we went through Metal Raiders. So we are done with all of that. Where is? So the next set is going to be Magic Ruler. They changed the magic spell because of magic gathering. That's why they're called magic cards and not spell cards. Or spell cards and not magic cards. So we will be getting to Spell Ruler next time. This is where things are going to start getting wonky and ridiculous. Yeah, the fun really begins in set 3. For those who are wondering, I think the set that I stopped at, I think was right here. I think it was this set right here. I think. I don't remember. But next time is going to be Spell Ruler. I am going to go here and I'm going to see how many cards there are. So I can plan accordingly for the next set. Or, yeah, the next Satsu. Oh, they changed the format here. There is 103, so we're going to take care of this next time. And depending on how how long it takes, I might jump into Pharaoh's Curse. Or Pharaoh's Servant. Because I think at some point they start going to about 60 cards per set. Because 100 was, you know, a lot. This is also going to be 100, so... we'll see if we do both of these next time or not. So, I will say, until next time, everyone, whenever that may be, this has been another Yu-Gi-Oh! Satsu. We have done set 2. The Satsus are going to take forever to get through. They really are. Because look at all of this. I don't even know what... I don't know if I'm going to go past what I've seen. What do you guys think? Do you think I should do the entire series? It's going to take forever to get through, but do you think I should? And it's going to take it's going to take even longer to complete Satsu to get through all of this. And get even sillier, I can imagine. And I'm curious what other cards there are, too. I'm curious. So I will say, until next time, everyone, I will be doing Spell Ruler next time. And we will see just how silly the game gets from that set onward. So, until then, everyone, back to the void we all go. And again, for those of you interested, watch the Promise musical night at 10 p.m. It's on the main channel. Go watch it. Support them. And get Ghana to 1 million subscribers. Until next time, everyone, that's all.